Uh, can you please tell me your name?
Rebecca Lynn Sitton,
And would you mind telling me how old you are?
68,
And where's your hometown?
North Little Rock.
And what's your occupation?
I am a retired criminal docketing clerk.
Okay. What's your relation to me?
I'm your mother.
Okay. And where are we at the moment, and what day is it as far as this assignment? So
We're at my house, and I think it's the 20th, but it's Sunday.
okay. And it's the 22nd because Inauguration Day was
Oh, that's
20th.
right. It's the 22nd.
Okay. So what's your favorite type of media? And what I mean by media, books, newspapers, magazines, radio, television, video games, computer, internet, cell phone.
Television.
And why would that be?
Because I can turn it on and walk out of the room and then come back in, and it doesn't matter where it's at. I can pick up where it's leaving off.
Okay. And so what kind of media do you access in a typical day?
I generally watch Fox News.
Okay. And do you only access the television, or do you use other kinds of media during the day?
Mm-hmm. I may listen to the radio. I may be on my Twitter account. I may, if I've got a newspaper handy, I like to do the puzzles and stuff like that.
Okay. What's your favorite media memory?
My favorite media memory. Let's see. That would be when, was it John Glenn walked on the moon?
Okay. And what made you choose that?
Because I was homesick, and I was in high school. No, I wasn't. I was in junior high. Anyway, I was homesick, and it was an important historical moment.
Okay. And what other kind of historical events have you witnessed through media?
Okay, I saw John Kennedy's funeral. I've seen the inaugurations ever since I've started watching television.
Okay.
I've seen riots. I've seen practically everything.
Okay. How do you feel your life would be without media?
I wouldn't be as knowledgeable as I am.
Wouldn't be as knowledgeable as you are.
Mm-hmm. About current affairs.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you one other question that I haven't had up there, but I may move up there this time. Do you think that
I've also seen John F. Kennedy shot, Martin Luther King shot, Bobby Kennedy shot, the guy who shot John F. Kennedy shot. I've seen all that on the media. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you feel that your media use has anything to do with your values? Does it influence them at all compared to other people using other media with their values?
Not really, because I'm a religious person. I'm very grounded in my faith, and I look toward what's happening around me, because I know Christ is going to come back.
Okay, and would that be with the Bible being a book, would that be something you also access every day?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and so, I'm kind of going backwards a little bit.
That's okay.
So you access the television, you access books, you sometimes do newspapers, radio.
Mm-hmm.
You do use that?
Radio, use that.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add about your media use?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you much. Yes. Can you tell me your name, please?
Arana.
How do you spell that?
Aronna.
Okay. And how old are you?
46.
And where's your hometown?
Little Rock.
And what's your occupation?
I'm a nurse.
And what's your relation to me?
I'm your sister.
Okay. And when and where did we meet for this assignment?
At our mother's.
Okay. And What's your first media memory?
Media?
And media being books, newspapers, magazines, radio, television, video games, computer, internet, cell phone.
Probably TV. Sesame Street.
Watching Sesame Street. Do you remember what made you remember that? Was there something?
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster. Okay. What's your favorite media?
Movies.
Movies.
TV or big screen. Either one.
Either one. Okay. What media do you access in a typical day?
What type of media do I access?
In a typical day.
Probably email and text through phone more than my computer.
Okay.
And then TV.
Okay. Any newspapers, books, or magazines, anything like
Well, not. I mean, I read books, but I read the Bible, so it's been around forever.
Right.
That's the only book I generally read every day.
that? Okay. That's still there. That counts.
Okay.
What's your favorite media memory?
I have to pause for that one.
That's fine.
I would, if for counting the Bible in there, I would say studying God's Word and, in order to teach it, learning something new about the Lord.
Okay. And if it was something besides the Bible, or is there anything else that the Bible that's made as big of an impact? Maybe that's.
I wouldn't say there's anything else that's made big of an impact,
Okay.
but there's been harder things that I remember from media, like from television, like 9/11, things like that. But
I was actually about to ask you what historic events did you witness through media?
I saw the Twin Towers being hit.
Okay. Anything else you remember? Historic stuff.
As far as historic stuff, I mean, besides inaugurations, that just happened,
Right.
and then seeing, I remember Benghazi, and I remember back in when we were young watching the hostages over in Iran. I mean, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. We was kids.
I remember seeing them marching out with blindfolds on them.
Okay. How do you feel your life would be without media?
Probably a lot more simple.
A lot more simple.
And a lot smaller, too. Like, as far as you would not know what was going on in the world. I mean, like Katrina, all these things that you would not know that were happening.
Okay.
Your life would be small.
And do you believe, or do you think that your values may be different than somebody else's based on the media that you choose?
Yes.
And why?
Well, as far as with the Bible, I mean, I have a biblical worldview as opposed to, and because it affects every aspect of my life, socially, economically, even physically. How I choose to think, what I choose to eat, what I choose to wear, not to wear. What I choose to engage in.
Okay.
It changes. It affects every aspect of life, not just one.
And do you remember when, or the media you used to use as a kid compared to now? Has it changed?
Sure. Didn't have a cell phone when I was a kid. Didn't have a cell phone until I was 28. Had my own kids.
Okay. How has that changed you?
It's just made me a little more accessible to everyone around me, and it's made staying in touch with my kids a lot easier since they're teenagers. and it's made staying in contact with teachers, staying up with grades easier. Those type of things, it's been beneficial. Like I shared with you earlier, I order all my groceries online and go pick them up, so it's been a time saver in those aspects. And I haven't had a whole lot of, not personally, a lot of bad things that have happened from it, because I'm not huge into social media. Like, I have a Facebook account, but I don't really. I might post a picture so my family can see it that lives in Georgia or something, or, everybody can know what's going on, but I'm not on it very often. I don't look and see what's going on much unless someone calls me and says, hey, go check out my Facebook. Then I will. That's about the only time I check it.
Okay. Anything else as far as like media use, or even the way that you feel about your media consumption or other people's media consumption?
I think the only other thing, when you're talking about books, the only downfall is that sometimes I can read so much that I don't pay attention to anything else that's going on. Like, just in being a mom and all that. If I get engrossed in a book, it's real easy to kind of check out.
So do you enjoy checking out sometimes with that?
Well, sure, but typically I will have my checking out and like stay up all night. Like I read the Harry Potter series in a week. Just didn't sleep a whole lot that week, so that I wouldn't be away from my family that long.
Okay. So do you feel that is media overall a positive or negative influence upon you?
On me personally, I'd say overall it's positive.
Okay. How about upon your family members? Do you feel that it's overall positive or negative?
I think it just depends on the day. Honestly, when it comes to my family members, they can make good choices in media and they can make poor choices with media, and it's their choices affect whether can be a good or bad thing.
Okay. Anything else that you can think of that I should have asked that I didn't ask?
Not really.
Okay. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.